go live. All right. Let's see if we got everything going here. Green light. Audio check. Check, check.
Check, check, check.
Check, check. Ready to go. Everybody, hello. My name is Bezad.
I'm Risa.
And welcome to the Naked Famous Denim weekly live stream right here on the internet, on YouTube, nowhere else but the internet and YouTube. So thank you for joining us. We're broadcasting live from Yokohama, Japan. It is 8 a.m. here. It's morning time. It's Saturday morning for us. Friday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern for many of you. But of course, we've got an international audience tuning in. So let us know where you are tuning in from in the chat, and we will give you a shout out. We'll start off here with Shane Delahunty. Hello from Vancouver, Washington. Welcome to the chat. Good to see you in here again. We've got Mohammed Rakib here from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Well, good morning to you too. Well, good morning to you. You didn't say good morning to me, but I'm saying good morning to you. I'm assuming you're saying good morning. The Moors in the house. Greetings, Bezad and Reset from the DMV. Will Sox, familiar face. Hello from London, UK. Brandon R. Hello from Connecticut. We've got Reds W5. Hello from Birmingham, UK. Everybody, it's a sunny morning here in Japan. Thanks for joining us.
Pretty hot.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. The temperature's kind of been up and down here lately. It was a living sauna last week. It kind of cooled down a little bit this week, but it's still pretty hot. Yeah, I'm sure it's like that everywhere. We are headed back to Montreal, to the HQ, where temperatures are a little bit more bearable, I'd say, in the 20s instead of in the 30s.
And the humidity is much less.
Definitely. But after that, we're headed to New York, where it will definitely be quite humid. Got all those tall buildings keeping all that heat in. All right, a couple more shout-outs here from the chat. We've got Pedro Cortez, Indiana, wearing the Island Blue Stretch Selvage. Good choice today. I'm presuming it's hot where you are. Brian H. Pensacola, Florida, checking in. Jason Morales, hello from Long Beach, New York. There's a Long Beach, New York? I did not know that. All right, there's a Long Beach, California, the LBC. Famously, Risa used to live there.
Famously.
Yeah, famously.
Yes.
Yep. It's not just rappers. Not just a particular famous rapper, but Risa, also from the LBC. Max, hello from Denver, Colorado. We've got Vince Chan. Hello from Vancouver, BC. Stoked to see Brandon at Jew Till tomorrow. That's right. Brandon is on a West Coast tour. I was about to say East Coast tour, but he's not on the East Coast. He's on the West Coast. He's in Victoria, BC, presumably right now at a store called Still Life. So if you're checking in, if you're watching us on the live stream on your phone, or maybe they've got it broadcasting all over the store, I don't know if they're going to be doing that. But if you're tuning in from Still Life, you're checking in. Thanks for that's a double hangout you're doing right there. You're doing in-store, you're doing online. Appreciate that. Brandon is at Still Life right now in Victoria, BC. Tomorrow, he's going to be at Jew Till Denim in Vancouver. And then on Monday, the 11th, he's going to be at Revolver Menswear in Portland, Oregon. So if you're in the area, go check out those stores. Go say hi to Brandon. He doesn't make a lot of appearances in these videos, but he definitely likes to make in-store appearances. So you definitely want to check him out. Todd Hackett, hello from Philly. We've got Ian Sanvley. I'm definitely butchering that. Hello from Orlando. Invis Ian's in the house from DC. Johnny Crumhorn asks, Johnny Crumhorn asks, how's the vibe in Japan this morning?
Weird, I guess.
For those, I don't want to get too much into it, but it did yesterday. Maybe you guys saw in the news what happened, but the former prime minister got assassinated. Yes. So that was quite shocking for basically as soon as it happened on the news, like we tuned in, like as soon as the news broke, and then I was just following the story the whole day. It's very, very, it's a little crazy, you know. I mean, you know, violence and stuff happens everywhere, but and it certainly happens here. Like Japan's not immune to violence, but it's just things like that. I'm going to talk for 1 minute about it. I'll just say that I feel that when things like that happen here, it tends to go overboard. Like, there's not a lot of, maybe I'm just oblivious to it, but I find that when things happen here, people tend to lose it and they go, like, they do very, very, very bad things. And there's a lot less, like, little bad things happening. Maybe there's, I don't know what, anyway, I was just,
I mean,
it seemed out of place.
Because it's so rare, people do demand some kind of, you know, reaction, some kind of,
yeah,
you know, it's, I don't know how it's gonna go because it's not like you can, you know, do, like you can't stop these things. It's not something that is,
you have to be prepared for crazy to happen, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
all I know is that the country is in a weird mood, I'm sure.
It's very weird.
Yeah.
Like it's very, I don't know. I have no personal connection, obviously, to
I'm not
any of this.
Political guy or anything like that, but
it is difficult. It is very difficult to be here right now, I have to say.
Yeah,
it's a weird feeling.
It's a weird feeling because you don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, what can you do?
But my concern is not even that. It's just like I don't know what to feel. It's very sad. That's for sure. And yeah.
This is all sinking in, and anyways, I'm not gonna go. I don't know. It's not the channel for it, I guess. But if you want to learn more about it, I'm sure you can find out on the news. Like, you know what I have to say was a little weird, as it was like breaking news here. I mean, all the news channels, boom, like that was the information. And then I like tuned into like Western news channels, and they're like talking about animals at the zoo, and like I thought it was, you know, it's not, obviously different countries have different, you know. I just feel like this is like an important world leader, and just, you know, kind of the news just kept on, like they did not pay it too much attention to it, like as much as it was here, obviously. But anyways. Sidetrack over. Yeah, the vibe here is weird. But anyway, that's as expected, I guess. Okay, sorry about that. That was a off-topic, sad off-topic topic. The Moor wraps it up here. Senseless deaths are always disheartening. Sometimes there are no words to express how you feel. That's it. That's it. Okay. Okay, let's get on to a more denim-related topic. You know, Electric Bamboogaloo 2, Aloha. Saw that Montreal jean, and that artwork would be great on a shirt or a print. So we just launched the Montreal Le Salvage de la Belle Provence today. That is available now exclusively at our Montreal Tatianyoko location. If you missed the Instagram posts, which is possible because the pocket flasher and leather patch are a little saucy. They're a little saucy. Extra sauce on that flasher. So I think our view count got really annihilated on Instagram because of it. It happens. But you definitely want to check that out. You know, now we have the New York edition jean. We have the Montreal edition jean. And then, who knows? Who knows what city will be next? But I would like to do another one. That way, you know, as you travel and traverse the world, you'll have an opportunity to, you know, pick up something special. I really like the idea of picking up something special, something that you can only get at one place.
It's very rare these days.
Yeah, it's very rare these days. I mean, this is not like a, you know, the obvious is, oh, put it online, everybody can buy it, and then, you know, but yeah, I'm not like, I want the people who come to the store to be able to get something that they know is like, that they can only get here. That is special when they made the trip. They have something that they could take home from that trip. Because it's like sometimes you feel like, oh, I'll just buy it online, which is convenient and great. Don't get me wrong, I love the internet and the ability for us to do that. But I guess we've lost a lot of that over the years, and
And again, it's like, it kind of like gives you the motivation if you really want that jeans, like you would make it the trip. It's not like,
or it might encourage a trip. It might encourage a trip to Montreal. Yeah, right. Which you definitely should. You definitely should come and visit. Clothed and unknown. Now I need a passport. You need a passport. You need a passport. I don't know where you're from, but get that passport. Come to Canada. Come to Montreal. The thing about like what you can do, just a little tip, you can come to Montreal, you can go to Toronto. Like they're very like you could take a bus, you could take a train. Train's a little pricey for some reason. I don't know why. Buses, everything is a little pricey these days. But like the distance between Montreal and Toronto is a 6-hour drive. It's like 600 kilometers. So the flight's expensive, the train's expensive, the bus can be cheap. Anyways, if you can get a car, you drive it. Or if you got all the dough, take the plane. Take first class too. But it's an easy little, trip that you can do, and you can visit a lot of neat places in between. Also, if you get into the car, you can visit Napanee, Ontario.
You're only talking to people in Toronto. Are you talking from trip to Toronto?
I'm talking about worldwide. If you're coming to Montreal, you're gonna get that passport. Come to Montreal. Okay. Come to Montreal. See the sights and things, and then go to Toronto. Yeah. Do Toronto, or go to Toronto and then come visit Montreal for the weekend. It's an easy trip that you can do, and you can, if you drive, you can visit all the little towns and cities in between Toronto and Montreal.
It's surprisingly far though between Toronto and Montreal. It looks close on the map.
Yeah, it's 600 kilometers. But like there are stops like an hour and a bit outside of Toronto. You got the Big Apple. What's that?
600 kilometers?
Yes, 600 kilometers.
Seems like a lot.
It's a lot, but it's 600 kilometers. It's a 6-hour-ish drive. But yeah, you can. It's funny because as you live in Toronto, they got the Big Apple. I forget what city that's in, but there's this like amazing apple. I gotta look it up. Sorry.
Yeah.
I gotta look it up because this place is amazing. Big
It is very
Apple, good. Ontario, 401. So it's called the Big Apple. It is in Colborne, Ontario. So it's about an hour and a bit outside of Toronto, and it's this giant apple structure. It's like an apple pie factory, and they got a big sign that says how many billions of pies they sold over the years. But you go inside, it's just like a lot of Apple products that they make, giant pies, little pies, you name it, they got it. Ciders, maple syrups, popcorn. They have everything. It's a fun little roadside attraction. They got a petting zoo.
Yeah, that was really cool.
And they have this enormous, humongous, giant apple structure you can take a picture in front of. And then when you go to Montreal, you can go and visit the orange julep. So you can see the apples and the oranges. The orange julep is like this...
giant orange.
Yeah, it's this giant orange julep stand. So you can get some orange drink. They have hot dogs and poutine and fries. And they have like different events throughout the summer for like different they might have like hot rod night, and then there's like import tuner car night. So they have like motorcycle night.
It's surrounding the orange. It's very big parking lot.
Yeah, it's like a drive-in kind of vibe area. So
it's very cool.
Very, very cool. So anyways, come and visit. Hopefully we can inspire some of you guys to visit with the new Montreal exclusive Le Salvage de la Belle Provence. Philip Edzak, what are all the swear words on the ID? I don't think I could see all of them in the promo pics. You know what? I don't know them all offhand, and I'm gonna...
those are Quebec swear words.
They're Quebec swear words. They're
Even
French.
if you could read it, it doesn't really probably mean anything.
Yeah, so the unusual thing about Quebec swear words, I'm not going to repeat them. You can see them on the ID. They're mostly there. I just don't know if we're going to get some kind of YouTube thing about it. But they're unique to Quebec in the sense that no other French-speaking country uses these French words. And they're all kind of derived from, like, religious terms. And I guess the church was very cruel to the French people, back in the days. And a lot of the French swear words just derived from like, you know, church terms. So they're all churchy terms. And like you might be able to translate that word and it'll mean like the chalice, you know, the cup. But the way it's used has a different meaning in French Canada. So
it's a very good example
Yeah.
of like it's not
context.
what you say,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
how you
It's
say
how
it.
you say it. It's completely how you say it.
Yeah.
So it's very unique because again, in France, you know, it's funny because you know anytime we land in Paris when we're there, you know, the taxi driver's like, "Where are you from? Where are you from?" I was on you say you're from Montreal. And they're like, "Oh," and they kind of laugh because they find the French Canadian French to be humorous to them. They think the accent is kind of funny and they think the words that we use are a little funny. Especially the swear words. Like if you use French Canadian swear words in France, like they either think it's really stupid, like how could you speak that kind of French? Very, you know, very French of them, I would say, or they think it's funny and cute. So it's an interesting
I
dynamic.
guess there's, you know, I mean, it depends on who you're talking
Yeah,
to.
definitely it depends on who you're talking to. I feel that young people find it to be cute, and older people feel like, ugh, that French. There's a rude Frenchman. Have you ever? I can't believe it. Sorry to my. You know what? If you're watching from France, you know. You already know. I don't need to apologize. You already know. Okay. We've got Wizard of 32 ounce in the house. That's Garrett, manager of Tate and Yoko, Montreal. How was the release today, Garrett? Let us know in the chat. Okay. Billy Weeks just clicked on the stream. What are y'all talking about? We're talking about the new release that we had, the exclusive release that we had at Montreal, our Montreal Tate and Yoko store today. Our new city edition jean, Le Salvage de la Belle Provence. If you want to know more about it, follow Tate and Yoko on Instagram. Follow Naked Famous Denim on Instagram. Follow Naked Famous Denim NYC on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram, Bezat T. You can follow Risa on Instagram, Risa Saitogram. Recitogram. Links are in the description there. Follow Wizard of 32 Ounce on Instagram. We've got great content, heavyweight denim content. So, anyways, a lot of us personalities in the Naked Famous Denim world. You can follow us on the social. But if you follow Tate and Yoko Naked and Famous, you can see images of the new denim that was released today, exclusive in Montreal. We had our New York exclusive, the Empire State Salvage. That is going to be if you're going to New York right now, very, very low inventory, right? You can see these products online, but it doesn't show the inventory. Maybe call or email the store asking if you're going specifically for that jean, maybe call and ask just to make sure they have it, but see if they can put it aside for you. That's possible. So Empire State Salvage will be restocked in and around October. So be aware of that. Garrett says the release was fire. All right, well, I'm glad to hear it. I hope he sold lots, and I hope the people who got their pair today truly enjoy them. You've got a rare pair of jeans right there. Cesar Perez writes, what does it translate to? Le Salvage de la Belle Provence. Le Salvage is the salvage. De la Belle Provence, of the Belle Provence, the beautiful province. The motto of Quebec, the province in which Montreal is located in, is La Belle Provence. So it's the beautiful province. I think it's a very French term, I suppose. It's very fitting. So it's the salvage, basically the salvage denim of the beautiful province, and then that's juxtaposed with all the swear words and all that good stuff. So. Yeah, we've got that going there. And the artwork on the patch was done by a local Montreal artist, Andy Belanger. He does a lot of really cool comic books. He's also a professional wrestler. I thought that was neat. He wrestles in a local organization. ICW. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta get that right because I've been to their shows. ICW Wrestling.
Have we seen him?
Yeah, Montreal.
Like seen him?
Yeah, we said. I have not seen him. But now I'm getting it wrong. Man, now somebody's gonna have to correct me. And yeah, they do their shows at Not club soda. Is it club soda? I don't know. See, my brain is. I've just got morning brain. I can't remember anything. Wait, now I have to look it up. Montreal wrestling events. Sure. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. I'm gonna get it wrong. Oh no, it's IWS. What did I say before? ICW? No, yeah, it's IWS, International Wrestling Syndicate. It's a Montreal based pro wrestling league. Yeah, we've been to a couple of their shows before. And yeah, you can check them out there. I wonder if they have any shows when we're going to be in Montreal. Yeah, we'll have to find out. But yeah, la da 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 da. That's what's going on there. Anyways, Pedro Cortez. I love the crepes. I like really thin pancakes. Talladega Nights. True. Although in Montreal, we're known a lot more for our poutine, our bagels.
There isn't any
smoked meat sandwiches.
Yeah.
It's French, but a very
there is like basically no bakery that are French style bakery.
Yeah. It's odd because in France, bakeries are everywhere. Like you can't go 2 blocks without like having a.
There's better French bakeries in Japan
than in Montreal. Yeah, I would agree with that. Johnny Crumhorn, IWS. Yeah, there you have it. But yeah, poutine. If you look at the pictures of the jeans on the social media, you'll see this. If you don't know what poutine is, you see this dish, and it's gravy and cheese curds and fries, and that is it's very Canadian, but it comes from Quebec. It comes from the province of Quebec. It's a French Canadian invention. Although, you know what's interesting? Nobody knows where the name comes from, and they don't know how it originated.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I bet there's probably a couple different people claiming that it's
probably
invented it.
But I've looked it up just so but no, it seems to be a lost, kind of. Nobody knows where. We know what originated here, but we don't know how, when, or where, what restaurant, who figured it out. Like that doesn't seem to be known.
Do we know that about any food, like hot dogs and
I'm sure. I mean, hamburgers came from Hamburg.
Hamburg.
In Germany. That's where that definitely came from. Like,
but
we know the origins of like the American hamburger sandwich. That's American.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
they do. They do know. I think that the history of that is known. I think that's pretty documented well enough. But like a lot of like classic cocktails, like they know which hotel and which city. Like,
those are because they name it.
But they don't name them after the hotel. Anyways, but a lot of people know where things come from. But as it is such a iconic food, it's just odd that like the history of it is maybe a little bit murky. Like, yeah. But anyways, there's that. Poutine, bagels, right? Whether you go to Saint Viator Bagel, Real Bagel. Is Dad still around? I don't know if Dad's Bagel, but Real Bagel and Saint Viator seem to be the most. Saint Viator is like the most. That's the top. That's the one everyone tells you to go to. But wood-fired bagels in Montreal style, they're very different from the New York style. Anyways, when we go to Montreal, we'll do a few Montreal taste tests of local delicacies for you guys. We'll show you what's going on there. Brendan Allred's hamburger was originated allegedly by Louis' Lunch in New Haven, Connecticut.
Okay.
So there's something to it, right? People, there's at least, whether it's true or not, people can kind of point it. But with poutine, I don't think they can do it at all. Johnny Crumhorn, the NHL draft is in Montreal, and the U.S. network was making a big deal about our hot dogs. Yeah, the hot dogs in Montreal, that's another thing in Montreal. They also call them chien chaud. Chien chaud. I think that's very cute because it is literally French for hot dog, but there is no dog. See, when we say hot dog in English, I suppose it's the same thing. Like there is no actual dog in there. But Shang Shou is also the literal translation of hot dog.
But it's funny because it's clearly invented in America or whoever speaks English. But so everywhere else it's called hot dogs, regardless of what language they speak.
Yeah.
Even in France. Yeah. But in Quebec they had to make up translate it. Yeah, they translate it.
Another funny thing is that KFC in Quebec is not KFC, it's PFK. But everywhere else in the world, everywhere else in the non-English speaking world, it's still KFC. So in Quebec, it's PFK, it's Poulet Frites Kentucky, and everywhere else, it's Kentucky Fried Chicken. Although I think, generally speaking, they don't call themselves Kentucky Fried Chicken anymore. I think they just call themselves KFC. So, yeah, maybe for reasons, I'm not exactly sure. And Starbucks is also Cafe Starbucks coffee, and not just Starbucks coffee. They're all Cafe Starbucks coffee. So they had to Frenchify it a little bit. Venomous Teddy asks, is the Quebec selvage the same fabric as the vulgar selvage? That is correct. It is the vulgar selvage base, but with the Quebec twist on it. Okay. Decibels writes, took advantage of the sale last weekend and snagged the brown blue flannel work shirt from last fall and one of those pocket tees. They're great, ready for the cold weather. Nice. Good man.
You're already ready for the cold weather.
It's coming. Yeah, it's coming. I mean, we're in Japan, at least it stays pretty once September rolls around, then the temperatures get to like normal level.
Sometimes September summer is really hot though. Like I remember being in like death of summer in September.
But I find at least in like Canada, at least in Montreal, Toronto area, once the end of August, second week of August kind of rolls around, the evenings start to really get cold.
Yeah. August is the end of summer in Montreal, which is like, to me, it's like the most like hottest time of the year, like growing up. So it's it messes with me. Yeah. But here it's pretty like October is the best weather aside from May.
Yeah, October is very nice. Yeah. So there's just pro tip, take advantage of these sales because like
the winter's coming.
You know it's coming. We had some toques on sale, and I know some people purchased them, and it's just like now is the right time, right? Because in the fall they're not going to be on sale again until like the spring summer. We might have a deal or two here and there, but when you can, just prepare. Yeah, decibels. Winter is coming. It's true. Winter is coming. In Florida, in the Florida heat, in the mainline salvage. Sorry, Brian H. In the Florida heat, the mainline salvage is a lifesaver. There you go. Yeah, I mean that's why we do have those lighter weight options. We've got Spring Summer 23 collection, that we're going to be showing off next live stream. So at least some of it. We will be in Montreal. It's going to be a long day for us. It's going to be a very long day. But you guys tune in next week. You're going to see some next year's Spring Summer previews. At least the start of it. Todd Hackett, could you guys put a style guide for the strong guy? We can. Yeah, we should. What we need to do, another thing on the checklist to do, is to make a video for each fit. So we can outline each fit, how to wear it, what to do. That's gotta come. It's just a matter of making it, and so last week I put a call out there for videographers. So if you are a video person who's a denim person, and you're in the Montreal area, I gotta stress Montreal area. Give us a shout out. I do appreciate. I had a couple people message me, and they were from different places. The difficulty with that is, when it comes to the video creation, it's myself or Brandon or Garrett or like somebody needs to do the narrative, right? Somebody needs to do the talking, and then there's also having the product on hand, having the people to try it on, having the settings. Like if I send it out to you, you're a if I send you a jean, what do you like? You got to hire a model, you got to go to a place, you got to do all this thing. Like a lot of what we do in Naked and Famous is very spontaneous. It's like we need to do this means we need to do it now. Like we do it today, and it's not like certainly there's a little bit of planning that is involved, but a lot of it is like, okay, I need a video. It needs to be out on Wednesday. What are you doing? You got some time? Okay, boom. Let's go make that happen right now. So that's why you kind of got to be in the mix. And I know that, people out there who are reaching out, very, very talented people, I could tell. But we need that in the office, in the mix of things dynamic, to make it really, really work for us. So if you are a video creator, even if your skills, I don't need you to be a pro, I just need you to know the basics. We could grow with you. But yeah, if you are of the video, if you can shoot and edit a video, yeah, we want to hear from you. So yeah. Any other positions we're looking for right now? That's I think the main one. The main one.
Yeah.
So yeah. Pierre Moreau, hi from Guelph. Got my Quebec salvage today. Made the drive down the 401. Well, there you go. Where are you right now, Pierre?
Wait, Guelph?
Guelph is like an hour and a half outside of Toronto, kind of close to Waterloo.
Oh, the other way.
Yeah, the other way.
Oh,
that's a long drive. It's a long drive, Pierre. Well, thank you for making that drive. I hope you had a fun time on that drive. Hopefully you stopped off at the Big Apple. I have to always recommend that place. He's on my way back to Guelph.
Oh wow! Man. Right now.
Well, if you're, I don't know how you're watching us, but if you're driving, please be very safe. Mm-hmm. Billy Weeks, we need more discount codes. I'm not big on the discount codes, but I am big on the weekly deals. So you definitely want to check those out. If you don't subscribe to our email newsletter, you should. Head over to tatianyoko.com. Just fill in the little, subscribe to the newsletter. Naked and Famous Denim NYC, same thing. Every week, every Wednesday, there's a deal in your inbox. Our sales section is, I think, pretty robust. I think we've got a pretty good assortment of things on sale. You can always find a deal on Naked and Famous. That's the newest stuff, maybe not, but there's always something. I keep that sales section, I keep the sales section pretty packed, and I keep our weekly deals pretty exciting. So, yeah, you definitely want to check those out. Fawa Zeroni, I'm excited for the JoJo's previews next week. There will be JoJo previews next week. Next week is going to be a big one. Yeah. This is a big one right now that you guys are currently watching. Let me tell you, this is a fantastic live stream. It's so fantastic that you should hit the like button immediately. You shouldn't even hesitate. Whatever you're doing right now, unless you're driving, hit the like button so that you can show your appreciation to the elder gods out there. And of course, if you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Can't believe it. Just do it. Hit the button.
What's the point?
Just do it. Do it now. Okay. Anyways, next week's live stream previews. We'll have Garrett. We'll have Risa. We'll have me. We might have Brandon. We'll have a special guest. A very, very special guest. Gonna be great. We'll have some poutine. We'll have some drink. It's gonna be it'll be a party. It'll be a party. It will be a party. It might run long, but it will definitely be a party.
Oh man,
it'll be a long day for us. You have no idea. The day before we arrive from our flight from Japan,
a night sometime.
Yeah. No, we arrive in Montreal. Yeah, in the evening time.
Yeah.
So
right.
At night. Yeah. So, anyways, it'll be a long trip. Probably not a lot of sleep. Arrive. Go to sleep, jet lag, go to the office, probably wake up at 4:00, probably.
Definitely.
Do a 9 to 9er.
So much
at the very least a 9 to 9er, because this live stream starts at 7.
Right.
And then that's usually a 2-hour live stream. Might run long, 9 to 9er, and then maybe we'll see if it runs long, what we're going to do afterwards. Anyways, it's going to be a long day, and I'm glad to be hanging out with you guys at the end of it. And then Saturday, we'll have a day to rest in Montreal. Sunday, we're going to New York. I still got to figure out a New York, kind of get together that we can do. So watch out.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up. So watch out for announcements on the social if you're in the New York area on the week of the 16th. Yeah. It's like the week starting the 17th because we arrive on the 17th. So around 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, somewhere around there, we'll have something set up. So we'll have a hangout. Yeah. So a lot of stuff going on. Okay, Brendan R. Is there any chance that a heavyweight 16-ounce-ish Indigo could be in the cards for the next couple of years? I think it would make a great Japan heritage origami spirit. I would say that is highly likely.
Yeah. Nothing
in the works right now in that weight, but in the next couple of years, definitely. Pedro Cortez, it's a shame I'm not in the area. Would love to do that. But then again, I haven't used my camera in roughly 8 years, and my laptop is old. For video production. Right?
Well, we're gonna provide you with a computer
and a camera.
Yeah.
We you don't need to bring your own camera unless you feel like it, and you've got a better one than us. And we will give you a computer, and if you're very lucky, a desk and a chair. Yeah, we won't
that
make you.
Would help.
Yeah, it would help.
A
desk, a chair.
Yeah.
Maybe a keyboard.
Make you sit on the floor.
No floor. We got you.
Gotta be good though.
Yeah, you gotta be you gotta be top level to get a chair. Okay. Samos. Brendan is always fun. Love that indigo painted Japanese mini truck. That's right. We did. We had the Naked and Famous Denim Vivid Vans edition. Blue jeans themed Japanese Keitora. You don't see too many of those in the West. You see them here everywhere, but in the West, it's very rare.
Yeah. It's very cute.
It's a very cute little truck.
Cute car.
Okay. Fawa Zaroni. I'm hoping for a tatami 2 someday. I'm fairly new to raw denim with only 7 wears on the vulgar selvage 3. Well, sir, you are. You know what? This is a classic new guy raw denim move. You got the pair, and like you're 7 days into it, and you're like, okay, which is the next pair? I appreciate it. I know the feeling, my friend. I've been there, and everybody in this chat can attest to that feeling. Wear those jeans. It's neat that you're looking for like alternatives, right? Like, you've got the blue jeans, you're covered. Tatami's a little bit different out there. Duck. Very different. Your journey is going to be like this. Let me just tell you your future right now. I already know you very well, my friend. You've got your vulgar 3s. You're looking at tatamis. You're looking at weird fabrics, right? Then you're going to be like, I think I need a pair of heavyweight denim, right? Okay, so you're going to look at like elephant. Then you're going to be like, okay, I need a black one. You definitely need a black one. Then
slubby
one. Then you need a slubby one because you haven't got a slubby one yet. And then you're like, okay, I need something workweary. You're gonna get like a duck canvas, and then maybe something gray.
And then
colored wefts. It's just you're gonna go down this road, my friend.
And a few years down the line, you start to appreciate stretch.
Yeah. When you're a little bit older,
forgot how comfortable stretch is.
It's all I can say is just pace yourself. It's fine to have like the basics, like the indigo, the black, maybe a duck canvas, because you sometimes you just need color variety.
Yeah,
but like
different occasion, different outfits.
But if you start stacking up the indigos, you're not gonna wear one pair long enough that they're gonna get fades in. So just pace yourself because we've all been there, and and the thing is that heavyweight denim for down the road, it's always going to be there. There'll always be a heavyweight option. There's always going to be a slubby option. If you buy them all now, I don't know how old you are, right? But generally speaking, us guys, we got a little bit wider. Us guys. Even the girls. Us humans. Us people. We get a little bit wider as we age. Not all of us. Some of us get thinner and more buff. Not me. So you may find, and it's happened to me, you have these jeans in your pile and then they're brand new and you don't fit them anymore. And that is not a great feeling, because then you've got all these jeans that you like and you enjoy, you want to enjoy them, but you can't. So just be aware of all this stuff. Us here in the chat, we're here to guide you the right way. So don't get too ahead of yourself. Fawa Zaroni writes back, starting a savings account for raw denim right now. There you go. Good idea. Yeah. Have a budget for it and spend it wisely. Yeah. William Chatter is checking in from Chicago. Welcome. You know, I would like to go to Chicago. You know, we're doing a trade show in a couple of weeks in Las Vegas called Project, and that was coinciding with the same dates of the show in Chicago. That it seems like a lot of our like wholesale customers, our retail partners, are gonna be at. So I think next time, if the shows aren't coinciding, I'd like to do Vegas and Chicago. If they're coinciding, I don't know. We'll see. I want to get out to Chicago. It seems like there's some action out there. And then we can visit Mild Blend. Yeah, it'd be great to go out there. Mild Blend Chicago, a great retail partner of ours for very, very many years. You know, Luke out there, family run business. Pedro Cortez writes, I wish I would have paced myself better, but at the same time, I'm glad I got a good chunk of options covered. Right. Yeah, I was a lot skinnier, and in my early raw denim days, I went crazy. I bought a lot of jeans, a lot. And this was before I was working at Naked Famous Denim. I bought a lot of jeans. I had stacks of them. And, yeah.
Well, you tend to go really deep into your, like, phase.
Yeah.
Like, I find it that, like, you really, like, get into it for a while, and it doesn't really last so long, in my opinion.
Sometimes it's just in my head. I'm like, okay, I got to get all these things, and then, okay, I got it.
And it's not like you move completely away from it. It's just that, like, your heat goes down, like, a lot quicker than maybe other people.
Headphones I was really into for a long time. I have a bunch. I showed off a couple, but I was buying headphones. I was buying headphones and earphones. I was buying so many. I still have a lot, but like I'm just, I used to be on the forums every day. I'm like, oh wow, this one's coming out. I got to get this one. This one sounds like.
My concern was that you were gonna move on from headphones to speakers. Yeah. And speakers take up room. Speakers are expensive. Yes. It could get really, really expensive. That's what I was worried about. I think you seem to kind of calm down a little. Right.
I had a couple of sets of speakers. In our Montreal apartment, at one point I had like 3 sets in our living room. Just too many. It's too many. I want a different sound. Let's just change the fronts. Anyways, I toned that down. I toned that down completely, actually, because I just knew that world was. It's very difficult. Yeah. The amplifiers are so expensive, and then the speakers are expensive, and you're always upgrading, and you're just it's a new white whale every week. And anyways, I also found that I was more interested in the specs of the speakers than actually listening to music. And so,
that's the whole thing with like men's like collection hobbies. I feel.
Yeah, it's weird. Like you get the OLED TV, you get the surround sound, you're watching YouTube, and you're like, So that's just the way it goes, I guess. So just when it comes to hobbying.
Well, the thing is with jeans, like, the best of the best is not like unattainable.
Right, that's true.
With speakers, maybe so. Like
the best of the best jeans, like upwards to around in the raw denim world, which I would say, okay, the best of the best pair of jeans could run you up to $1,000 ish, right?
Our most expensive jeans was
Like 888. Technically, our
Well,
most expensive jean was
32 ounce. No, that's
no with
$500, $600.
Yeah, we had 100% cashmere jean that was like $1,495. So that was the most expensive jean we've ever made. That was 100% cashmere selvage. That was early Naked Famous. If we made that today, it would probably be over $2,000. But a Tokushima hand dyed natural indigo made in Japan, all that stuff, all that jazz could run you around $1,000, and that's the as far as the best. I mean, it's all very subjective, of course. Like if you care for the natural indigo and the hand dye, that might be more important to you than something else. But like, let's just say $1,000 is gonna get you the most laboriously made jeans that there could be. If say like a high fashion brand were to put out, it would be like obviously they would put their tax on it, and they would be like $10,000, but or way more. I mean, you look at some of like the basic non-salvage like stonewashed jeans that some of these brands put on, they're like $1,000, $1,200, $1,500, $2,000. I'm like, it's ridiculous. Anyways, that's another topic. But when it comes to other hobbies, watches, speakers, things like that, like, oh, you want the best of the best, again, subjectively, sure. How many mortgages would you like to take out, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not attainable in that realm. Like, whereas a pair of jeans, the quote unquote best of the best might be $1,000, again, quote, like subjectively, but like realistically, the best of the best is in the $200 to $300 range. You already have like the 1% of jeans in that price range. The 1%, the top tier level of quality denim is right there already. And then, law of diminishing returns kind of kicks in above $300. And okay, but yeah, $1,000 is a lot of money for a pair of jeans, but if you have $1,000 to spend on a pair of jeans, $1,000 isn't going to change your life either, I think. Whereas
regardless of how much money you have, the most expensive speakers like tens of thousands of
or
dollars.
hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's just
that's
the same.
That's definitely a lot of money.
Yeah, or watches are the same. Like a basic watch, a basic luxury watch is thousands and thousands of dollars,
right?
Versus jeans. So it is interesting that like our hobby is like very high quality, a lot goes into it. And
a lot of variation to it. Like it's comparing, like, because you can get a jeans for what
$10,
$20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you come from the perspective of I spent $20 on jeans, $200 is ridiculous. Sure, I agree.
But the range is much smaller.
Yeah, the range is certainly a lot smaller. Okay. Jameson Keating in with the idea. I have a denim pitch for you. Tree hugger denim. Made with real wood fibers, maybe brown weft, doable. Real tree fibers. It depends on what you mean by real tree fibers. Any cellulosic fiber can be made into lyocell. So lyocell is made from wood pulp. So it's a semi-synthetic, semi-natural fiber. But they don't need to use wood pulp. They can actually use anything that is plant-based can be made into lyocell. So there's that route, which certainly you can take, trees, tree bark, tree fiber, whatever, and turn it into some kind of lyocell, which lyocell is already made from wood, so I guess whatever. But there's also, I've seen it, and it's a little bit difficult because, like, we've seen the hibiscus, or, bamboo is another one that's weird because you see a lot of these products out on the market say, oh, it's made with real bamboo. It's made with real bamboo. But what it's made from is, like, either lyocell or rayon. Like, it's just they're changing the fiber that they're using to make that. So oftentimes, like, the correct labeling for bamboo, because in the past, they used to be able to say made with 10% bamboo, or 50% bamboo, 100% bamboo. It's actually not now the labeling must say bamboo from rayon, right? So if you see anything with actual that says 100% bamboo and it feels all squishy, it's like bamboo from rayon bamboo.
It's just that there's so much, like, it's not like turning cotton into cotton yarn. So there's so much more like artificial like steps to it that they can't really call it like a bamboo fiber.
That said, recently, and this is a very, very recent development, we one of our mills had denim made with real bamboo yarn from bamboo fiber. So basically they shredded the like, you know, they pulled the bamboo apart and were able to make a yarn from it, but it's not wearable. Like it's very like, it's worse than burlap. It's basically sandpaper. If you put that on your skin, you're toast. It's neat as a concept. So certain things are interesting, as like I've seen hibiscus denim that is like super, super hairy and it looks beautiful. Like from our perspective, you know, we like that hairy kind of, gritty kind of fabric. But it is so abrasive and it's so nasty on your skin that it's not something you can wear. And, you know, everybody, like, they all know it. And, you know, they make it just as like here's a...
It's good for a jacket if you're going to wear like a long sleeve t-shirt underneath or something like that. It's just that like for us, if we're developing a denim, we need to make jeans with it. And jeans, you're not going to wear tights underneath.
Yeah,
so
you're not going to wear, or you're not going to line the jeans. Like, even if you were to make a jean jacket with that, I think if you were to wear just a t-shirt, it would still like...
Oh, 100%. You need to wear a long sleeve.
Yeah, you need to wear a long sleeve. You need to wear a hoodie. It's not going to be comfortable at all. And like, I suppose you could line it, but then who wants a lined jean jacket? That would be weird. So like one time we did make
the
banana. So it was made from the banana tree. And so we got the denim, looked fantastic, hairy as heck. When we're in Montreal, we'll see if we can find it. We can show it off. Completely unwearable. Like you put it on, it was the most uncomfortable, terrible feeling fabric you could find. And Brandon's like, oh, let's try to line it. So like we half lined it, like down.
Lined it with like a yellow fabric.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, it's cute.
It was an idea, but
but it just like it adds cost to it, and it doesn't even look great.
It just doesn't make it feel very jeany, if that's a word. But so there are challenges with that. Like certain things can be done, but whether it's wearable is another thing. Jameson Keating, splinter denim, jeans that bite back. Yeah, that's it. So salvage boxer briefs, full Canadian tuxedo, cathedral ring rights. Yeah, it's that's. I would like to see if we get. I mean, you know, I don't know. It's just taking a material that is clearly not soft and not really meant. There's sometimes where it's like, okay, it's interesting to incorporate it. You know, paper is a good example where it's like, we've done a denim in the past made of Japanese washi paper, and you know, you have these like little paper strips and it's all twisted, and then you're like, oh, it's actually strong enough to make denim from. So and it's not, and it doesn't make it the fabric feel, you know, any less denim-y, right?
Yeah,
it still feels like
gives
jeans.
You that like dry feel, but
and
it's
crispness.
not uncomfortable.
Yeah, but you know, or like if you use a different like animal hair, like a camel hair or something like that, like, you know, these are materials that are used in fabrication already, right? So incorporating those things are fine, but sometimes you can find a fabric or like a material that is really clearly like a stretch, and it's more of like a can we do it? Sure, you can do it. And like if you were to take that bamboo like denim fabric made with real bamboo fiber and make a bag, a duffel bag or something like that, okay, like I can see the use for it there, but so certainly there is some practicality to it, but it's just not like the main function of denim, which would be to make jeans.
Yeah. And it's like, that's also part of, you know, like the game is fun because there's rules that puts us in, restricts us, and that's also part of it. Like if you can't comfortably wear it as jeans, like we're not gonna. That's not
right.
That shouldn't be legal in Naked and Famous.
Right. Yeah,
Rule.
we're not gonna throw us in jail, but there's a certain standard that we gotta follow.
That's the fun of it, I think.
Have y'all ever done silk denim? Just curious. We've done it a few times actually. In fact, one of the first Naked and Famous jeans that ever came out was a silk blend denim, and that denim was, that got written up all over the place. A lot of people were very, very impressed with that silk denim. Very comfortable. Would a Jello denim be possible? Jello denim. To be fair,
it's a Jello denim.
It would. If you think about, like, I wonder how much gelatin is used in if they use gelatin at all in twisting yarns. They'll use cornstarch, but as like an agent for like yarn twisting, would they use gelatin? I wonder, because it's sticky and it would wash out. I don't think so. They'll use starch, but I wonder if it's possible. Anyways, that would be the only way to make Jello denim. Or here's what you do. Big bowl. Get a huge bowl. Get your Jello ready. Your warm water. You got your Jello packet in the water. Mix it up real good, like you're making some Jello. Maybe get like a casserole tray. So you've got a little bit of depth in there. Maybe 2 or 3 packs of Jello. Then put your jeans in. Put it in the fridge. Jim Halpert it. Instead of putting in a stapler, put in your jeans. Boom, Jello denim.
Yeah, that's a good prank to pull on
your coworker.
Yeah.
Wizard of 32-ounce candy denim. That would be kind of funny to just do.
Yeah.
I think roommates. You know what? It would kind of be cool if we were to do a photo shoot. Garrett, take out your pencil. Here's an idea. Say we had some kind of. Oh, that would be. I don't know what the theme would be if we had some kind of colored denim or I don't know, whatever it would be. But we do that, and then you start to break away some of the chunks of the Jello, so it looks like the denim is like busting through ice or something like that. I heard on the internet I can clean my jeans in Jello. Wizard of 32 ounce. It's true. That's true. You can definitely instead of washing your jeans in the washing machine, Jello treatment is the new recommended way to treat your jeans, but only if they've been worn for precisely 78 days. The 78-day mark, that is the most ideal time for them. After that, you really don't want to do the Jello soak. Doesn't work as well as the washing machine, but a Jello dip. Oh man, that would be kind of funny if we started that rumor and people started doing it. And then we'd have to like dispel the rumor, like it was a joke, guys. It was only a joke. By the way, it's only a joke. But if you do feel like doing it just out of your own fun, I would enjoy some photos. James and kidding, I'm 100% going to dip my purple cords in Jello.
Great.
The Jello dip
Jello,
controversy. Engraved Jello. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do it. I'm going to add bleach and not tell anyone. Bleach and Jello, but you got to be careful because like the parts where your jeans don't touch, you can still eat the Jello. You don't want to put bleach in there. No, you can put don't put any chemicals in there.
Yeah.
Just
Although how bad is bleach if you consume it a little?
Don't do it. Don't do it. It can't. Yeah, don't do it. Didn't a former president have that? Just a little bleach, guys. Takes care of the. Anyways, please make an indigo duck canvas shirt. Good idea. Canvas shirt is a good idea. Work shirt. We need an indigo duck denim jacket or a duck denim jacket. We did a duck denim jacket once, way back in the day for Jay at Blue Owl. It was an exclusive, but we've never done one since.
Bring it back.
Yeah,
that's a good one to have.
Here's a good one. Garrett says, red Jello works best at removing the smell. That's true. Also true. Fact checked. Not false.
Great.
There you go. Yeah.
You heard it.
You heard it here first. Red Jello is the best at removing smell. But if you're removing stains, which Jello is best? Somebody chime in with their thoughts on that one.
Yellow Jello?
Yellow Jello?
Yeah. Because, like, the blue and the yellow are the opposite of the color.
So that takes out...
Yeah.
Is that better for fading? Or is that better for stain removal?
Maybe it gives you, like, a green cast. Green Jello?
Yeah, green Jello to make your denim green cast. Yeah. Blue Jello for the stains. Blue. Everyone's saying blue. Okay. Well, there you have it. Jello pudding for the stains. That's it. It's the Jello. It's the Jello brand pudding. Yeah, if you soak it in the pudding will remove the stains from the jeans. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would like to see vegetable denim. Vegetable denim. What is vegetable denim going to be? The vegetable dye is possible.
Yeah.
It's very faint, but that is possible.
Depends on the vegetable. If we use like
carrot or beets. I definitely want to do.
It's our office color.
Yeah, so if we ever did an office collaboration, there's no question in my mind that we would make a Schrute Farms themed denim, and it would definitely be overalls too, and it would definitely be beets. Yeah. Beets. It's got beet dyed. Yeah, beet dyed. So I definitely want to do it. Yeah. Taro fibers, carrot fibers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taro might be a thing. I don't know. Carrot fiber things? I don't know if I've ever heard of that.
Pedro Cortez, Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
No,
Bears don't. What do you?
What's going on here?
Yeah, what is going on here? Beats by Bezad. That'd be funny. I would buy those for sure. Beats. Yeah, I love beets.
I hate beets.
Yeah,
I like the idea of beets. Beets are funny.
Yuzu Scratch-N-Sniff. Garrett chimes in.
Oh,
that's a good idea.
It's very Japanese.
It's a very good idea. All right, we gotta write that one down.
That might have to happen.
I think Garrett, don't let me forget that one. That's a good one. For those people who don't know, yuzu is a Japanese citrus fruit. They don't really have it. I don't see yuzu outside of Japan, really. Sometimes you see like little, like, I don't know, one time we were at a specialty store in Montreal and like it had a little bottle of like yuzu juice for like.
But isn't yuzu like a thing that, like, they're not all coming from Japan, are they?
But they don't know the term. Like, it's not a common, yuzu is not common in North America.
Now?
Even now you have to know about it. It's not like people don't know about yuzu.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to know.
Okay. In the chat, tell me, do you know what tell me if this is your first time hearing about yuzu. You never heard about yuzu? I presume most people don't know about yuzu. Interesting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's possible. I just, sometimes I don't know.
Yeah. Bezet, have you ever thought of cutting off all your hair? Every now and then I go through a phase where I want to look like, Fight Club.
It used to be the what's his name? Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves from Speed. I kind of want to look like Keanu from Speed. So
it's the same haircut.
Yeah, it's the same haircut.
But you would look a little bit more like Keanu than Brad Pitt.
Yeah, I'm not as handsome as Bradley Pitt. I'm not as handsome as Keanu either.
Well, but he has dark hair.
Yeah. So every now and then I get that, but here's my problem. I'm very attached to this hair because I haven't cut it in like 14 years. And I've not been to the barber since 2008.
I think the only way that he's gonna actually cut his hair is when he starts to realize he's losing his hair and he doesn't want to go.
No. When I'm losing my hair, long hair, comb over, whatever I got left, it's just gonna be wrapped around my head or cut it, get a wig made, and then people will be like, "Is that your real hair?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course it's my real hair. I'm not lying. Just a wig, but it is my real hair." Anyways, we'll see. If I do go bald, I hope I'm not. Who knows? Whatever. I don't know what's going on down here. I don't want it to be that episode of Seinfeld where that guy who was always shaving his head, and Elaine liked him. Spoiler alert. Anyways, guy had a shaved head, and then Elaine was like, "Oh, you look good with hair." And then he started growing his hair, and then realized he was actually going bald, and then she was unattracted to him because he was a bald man.
Yeah, not by choice.
Yeah, not by choice. So it was very weird dynamic. All right. Leandro Roca, never heard of it. The Moor, the first time. In terms of Yuzu, Ian's Hobbins, never heard of it. Yeah. See,
okay.
Yuzu is not as common as you think it is. Shane Delahunty, never heard of it. Brandon Miller, I have heard of it just now. Venomous Teddy writes, it's Japanese lemon. Decibels, Yuzu is tasty. Ate some last weekend with pancakes. Lord Stanley, 1983. There's a Japanese brew pub near me that makes a beer with Yuzu. So, Bracer, I only learned about Yuzu when I visited Japan. So yeah, it is a very not commonly known ingredient in North America, unless you're like a little bit more in tune with like food culture, or especially Japanese food culture.
Yeah, I do see that, like, yeah, like I've seen Yuzu beer.
Yeah,
I've seen Yuzu hot sauce. That was probably made here.
We bought it in Japan. We actually bought that here. Yeah. Yeah. Which is very good. You know what? I have to give him a shout out because I think it's available
in the Western world too. But yeah, it's very like, it's bitter. You wouldn't eat it as a fruit. Like, you're not gonna peel it and eat it like a tangerine orange or anything. But it adds very like good flavor, and we mostly use it as like a little garnish. Like, there's like a thing called yuzu kosho. It's like a spicy thing, and just use a little bit of it on top of something to add like the taste.
Yeah, Heatonist in Brooklyn, New York has it.
New York.
Well, no, it's from Osaka. So
in collaboration with them.
Yeah. So like, this is made in Japan, but they have this in the West. Like, and like, if you like hot ones, I think it's on their website. I'm not sure, but we bought it from a guy here. He had a hot sauce cart. Look this up: Yuzu Heaven, habanero, and like yuzu, and like Risa was saying, like yuzu is like a Japanese citrus. It's kind of like a lemon. Has its own
much better.
Yeah, like, it's a unique taste to it. If you like hot sauces, this is a good one to check out.
It's got mango in it.
It's got mango in it. Yeah, it's very tasty. It's very tasty. I like this one. It's hot. I would say that on the scale, it's up there.
Yeah, but this was like supposed to be like.
Oh, was it their hottest one they had?
I don't know if it was the hottest, but it was one of the hottest. Like, hottest group.
I see. Yeah. But I find that sometimes when you get the really, really hot sauces, like, they don't taste good, but this one definitely has a nice flavor to it. So check that out. Wizard of 32 ounce Yuzu Tsukimen at Afuri. Yes. Oh, yeah. Pedro Cortez hot ones. I do enjoy a good hot sauce. Okay, while we're on the hot sauce topic, Jameson Keating writes, my girlfriend's grandfather actually started a well-known ponzu sauce brand in Japan. It's not Ajipon, but I can't remember what it's called. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was Ajipon. That was the only thing that came up.
Riley O'Brien writes, random question for you guys. What is an average inseam length for a pair of shorts? If I want one, if one were to request, you guys hem a pair of jeans into shorts, what is the most common inseam you hem to?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Offhand. Garrett, can you chime in? I think I definitely sent you a request the other day for some hemming. I forgot what inseam I asked you for, but I can try to look it up here. I don't know the right answer to that.
Yeah, but also, like, shorts is like
very personal.
Yeah, it's like what do you consider shorts even? Like, some people think that because it's jean shorts, so it has to be longer.
Yeah. 11-inch inseam was like the last request I had.
11 seems pretty like I guess it's for men. I guess that's normal. I don't know. I
Yeah,
would imagine that would go
yeah,
like closer to
yeah,
the knee
yeah.
than like the.
Garrett's writing 11 inches. C. Sanchez 11, 12. Pedro Cortez 12, 13. Yeah, like I find it has to just be around the upper thigh area. Like it needs to be around here, right? Just like well above the knee, but like it can't be up here. Well, it can be. It just depends on who you are. But like I think for like around
Well above the knee.
yeah,
Like yeah.
like 5 inches or so above the knee, somewhere around there. Like that's what you want.
There you go.
There you go. I wouldn't get shorts longer than 5 inches. I won. Hey, you know what? We can make that happen for you.
Yeah.
Different strokes for different folks. Uh, right. Where you are is around 6 or 7 inches, Bazad. I don't think so. I can measure it. I'm gonna do a little measuring measurement here. Riley O'Brien agreed. No, do it. Yeah. Yeah, it's like where I had it measured was like more around like 9 or 10 inches. No.
No, you were saying around here.
Yeah, but even like 9, 10 inches is okay. 9 inches, something like that.
Yeah, 11, 12 seems like a
Like,
relatively
that's to the
long. Like you might. I mean, it's nice.
I guess if you want to have a little bit of roll area. Okay, so your final destination might be around the 10-inch, 11, 10. I don't know. It's a tough question. Depends on how tall you are. Riley O'Brien, 11-inch sounds reasonable. Yes, okay, that helps. Yeah, I guess 11 inches, then you have a little bit of room to roll if you need. So this is a very where's the right length for jean shorts? That's a good topic.
Like even if if the question is like what is the right length of jeans?
Yeah.
Like pull on jeans. Like it depends, and there really
depends where it wants to fall, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't get shorts longer than 5 inches. Read that one. Okay. For shorts, is a looser or shorter fit better? Super guy, weird guy, easy guy, etc., or just whatever fits well as full length jeans. I think
looser.
Yeah.
I think looser for
you
shorts. I definitely
I don't think they should be too tight.
Yeah.
Because you want them to be comfortable. So yeah, weird guy or easy guy is probably the way to go. If they're too loose, though, you run into John Cena territory, which is fine if you're John Cena.
That's like strong guy shorts.
Don't come after me, John Cena. But yeah, if you made strong guy shorts, you'd be in John Cena land.
Yeah.
Again, if you're John Cena, they look great. Fantastic. Best look I've ever seen. But only you can pull those off. So you got to be a little bit careful with that. Not too wide, not too skinny. Weird guy, easy guy is probably going to be the right fit for you when it comes to shorts.
Unless you're looking for that like biker shorts kind of silhouette, then super guy would look great.
Sure, that's true. But yeah, I think having a little bit of room is the way to go. Wizard of 32 ounce writes, strong guy is good. Check out the latest Tati and Yoko IG post. Yeah, strong guy has the upper thigh of easy guy. So it's the same thing really.
But I think the John Cena one's longer.
Longer, yeah,
like,
yeah.
Definitely around the knee or below the knee.
Below the knee, yeah, below the knee. They look fantastic, John. So good. Never change that, ever. Cathedral Ring writes, I've never seen John Cena, so no idea what he wears. Oh, you definitely want to look up John Cena's ring attire. He's a professional wrestler and
he's a rapper.
He's a rapper, and I
he's
think
also a movie star. Now.
Oscar nominated.
Is he?
I don't know. Probably he's a great actor. I'm ragging. I like John Cena. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I'm just being a little whatever. But I do enjoy the 15-time world champion. The other problem is, I think I got it. I got the joke. Somebody said, what did they say? Hold on, I gotta go back a little bit.
You can't see. You
Yeah.
can't see this.
I get the joke now, but I can't find the comment. Where'd it go? 1 second. I can't see him or his shorts.
But it's just an empty.
Yeah. Can't see him, right? You can't see him because you can't see John Cena. You can't see him. That's true.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Way over my head. Wow. Did I screw that one up? Richard Meza because you can't see him. That's it. I just Googled John Cena and all the results came back blank. I just got the Crimson Sky Salvage the other day. Been wearing them since I got them at Cathedral Ring. Billy Weeks writes, good, enjoy them. That's a great jean. And that was the re-release that we did a couple of weeks ago. Pedro Cortez, he played Peacemaker, right? That dude is jacked. You know, he's not as jacked as he used to be. He's slimmed down. Yeah, he's like Hogan in WCW. Hulk Hogan from like WWF days to when he came to WCW. I mean,
very oddly specific.
Oh yeah, you for pro wrestling fans out there, they know there's the Hogan era of like lean and mean, and like Hogan's ripped, but like when you see him like in Rocky 3 or like in his like 80s run in WWF, he was enormous. Just he was more muscles than he was human. He was just huge. And like John Cena's also, he's leaned out a lot over the years. Like John Cena's ripped, don't get me wrong. But he's in his lean phase right now. Jameson Keating, face ad with the Matrix dodge of that joke. Oh yeah, it wasn't even a dodge because it was all inadvertent. I did. Richard Meza, Thunder Lips. Yeah, Thunder Lips from Rocky 3. Phil Thomas writes, I've got 11 of your Aloha shirts. I can't wait for the next batch. The next batch is going to be great.
Yeah.
It's going to be fantastic. Anyways, next week, Spring Summer 23 preview. David Lynn writes, Wonder Looper hoodie preview. Follow us on our personal IGs for that one. Yeah, this is the Naked and Famous. But if you follow us on our Instagram, we'll you know what? Before we go to Montreal, I'll do a preview of the collection on our personal IG. Then we can show you what we're doing there. So we've got just some people might not know, but we've got a little our own little side brand project that we're working on. We're still with Naked and Famous. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere. But we're just doing a little fun project of our own. Risa and me. James and Kenny, do you have any upcoming fabrics to show today? I do. I've got a small pile of fall winter previews here. Some might be new to you, some you might have seen before, but anyways, we're gonna go through those. Okay. Vitali writes, just reviewing my Super Guy Deep Indigo Selvage shorts. Hemmed them to 10 inches and did a skinny double roll. Comes out to about 0.5 inch above the knee. I'm 5'10". Well, there you go. Billy Weeks, I know, right? They look different these days. That's for sure. Not sure what that's in reference to. Maybe it was John Cena. Cathedral Ring writes, MIJ for the fall in the works. Yes, we've got 2. Last week we showed off the MIJ 10, and we haven't shown off the MIJ 11 yet, but that is coming. It's going to be a natural Kakishibu dye, hand dyed in Tokushima. So we did the Tokushima natural indigo hand dyed denim.
Intangible colors.
Yeah. It was like 2 years ago we did that denim. Very, very laborious denim, natural indigo dye, hand dyed. But now we're doing it with Kakishibu, which is going to be brown. So it'll have an earth tone, hand dyed denim.
And like the natural indigo one we did, it's got like so many shades of Kakishibu, which makes the fabric really interesting.
Lot of gradient tones in it. A very, very small production of this. The amount of yarn. Number one, it takes forever for the yarn to be made, and there's only so much of it available. So, like, when we get the opportunity, it's like buying a Rolex. Like, they call you up and they're like, hey. This is literally how it is. It's like, they're like, hey, we have a watch for you, but in this case, we have some yarn that you might be interested in. Do you want to buy it? And we're like, yes, and we will buy everything that's available right now. And everything that's available right now, I think, ended up being like 100-ish pairs of jeans. Like it's a very, very small batch production, but that's all we could get. That's because that was all that was available. So, yeah, that's kind of interesting the way that works. Anyways, the watch industry is weird, but like I guess it does filter down to us as well, the way that can work. When something is rare, they call you. I've been wearing 2 pairs of the Naked and Famous Stack Guy and the Deep Indigo 12-ounce stretch selvage for 2 years now, and they're amazing. I want some more. There's going to be a new Stack Guy coming out this fall. I think there's a new Stack Guy option.
Blue smoke.
The blue smoke. So we'll have a new one. I know it doesn't get the most love out there, but yeah, it's still there at least. It's still there.
Well, there's a reason why we continue making them. There's small but strong demand.
Loyal following for it. Phil Thomas, any thoughts on denim bags or totes? I use them. Yeah, my thoughts are they're good.
What?
A denim bag or denim tote bag? Why not?
Yeah. He probably asking if we're gonna make him.
I don't know. He's just asked for my thoughts. Yeah. My thoughts are positive on those. They are good.
Recommend.
Yeah, would recommend. I have a couple. I use them. And we've made some at Naked and Famous before. We should probably make some more. But yeah, I mean, that's a good idea that's a good idea. I talked about it a few weeks ago about, using some of our denim fabrics so that people can enjoy them. You might have 3 or 4 pairs of jeans in your closet, but you want to enjoy the new fabric. So maybe we can make like an affordable item that we can use that fabric, and, that way people can enjoy the fabric without having to, buy another pair of jeans or something. And it'll fade. I mean, you're going to wear it. The thing about a tote bag is, like, especially if you're using it, you're doing your groceries and this and that, like it'll fade pretty fast, and you can wash it regularly. So maybe that's a good way to do that. Yeah. Okay. See, that's why we have these. That's why we have these live streams. Sometimes good ideas come up. I think. Okay, I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna see what we can do there. Okay. Do you get more creative to limit waste with the more expensive fabrics? We're already, when it comes to waste, like, there's not a lot of waste in general because the fabrics we use are so narrow that you have to be very efficient with the cutting of the fabrics. Very efficient. So in general, there's not too much waste that we have to deal with, because it's wasteful. We don't want to be wasteful. Okay. Billy Weeks writes, when are y'all restocking the XS Elephant Selvage? We are not restocking the Elephant XS. We will be coming out with the Elephant 11 Grandrelle this fall. So that's coming out in a couple of weeks or months. Not months. Maybe. Probably October, end September, October. And then we're going to follow up the Elephant 11 Grandrelle with the Elephant 11S. So, actually, we can show that off.
The Grandrelle.
Yeah. So, this is the Elephant 11 Grandrelle. This is based on the Elephant 5 construction. So, 20 ounces, big slub denim. You can see, kind of the grittiness from the front face of the fabric, but there's a little bit more contributing to the grittiness of this fabric, and that's because we use a Grandrelle yarn on the inside. And for those who don't know, a Grandrelle yarn is a yarn that is made of 2 different colors. So when they're spinning the yarn, in this case, they take a white cotton and they take a black cotton, and that gets twisted together to make this kind of, gradient tone yarn. And the result, when you make a denim with that, is this. So take a look on the inside there, and you can see it kind of looks like static. It's a lot of zigzaggy. You got black and white in here. And what we've created by doing this is a denim that is an indigo by white denim and an indigo by black denim. So it's a little bit of both at the same time, which looks really, really... Number one, it looks cool when you flip up the cuff, but it looks really neat when you look at the fabric because it has both properties of, you know, white-backed indigo denim and black-backed indigo denim. And like black-backed indigo denim tends to have that, you know, oftentimes we call it midnight denim or shadow denim. It has that, like, you know, blacky blue kind of look. That black comes through the twill lines, and you can see it right in there. You know, you can see the parts that are a little bit more like solid in tone, and then you have the parts where you can see like the white coming through. So it's gonna fade with black and white and black and blue at the same time. I think it's gonna look really, really cool.
Yeah, it's a great idea because like some people don't like that like white coming through so much. I think it makes jeans more jeans looky, but it's less. I don't know. Sometimes
like people like it. Sometimes
but also like indigo by black is also very different.
Yeah.
So like this is just lives in the middle where you don't see that much grain, that much whiteness coming through,
but it does make it look
very jeany.
Yeah. It has that classic, enough of that classic denim look while also being like indigo black. Such a cool denim.
Yeah, and when you flip the cup, it just like looks so cool.
And then on top of that, big slub yarn.
Yeah.
So you got the 3D texture, you got the heavyweight, you got indigo white, indigo by black. Boom! So much going on here at the same time. Veg tan leather patch, super thick as you can see here. A lot happening. And then so this is coming out this fall, and then following up in the spring, we will have the 2% stretch edition of this jean. So the Elephant 11S. So that is our strategy with the Elephant series going forward. 100% cotton in the fall, stretch version in the spring.
Yeah, it's the second season we're gonna be doing that that style where like 100% for the fall, exact same fabric, but with 2% stretch in the next spring. But like this one is like being the second one, it was very difficult. We didn't think it was gonna happen.
Yeah,
because the Grandrelle yarns is the hard one to make it into stretch and have the same weight. And
we went back and forth on this with the mill like a dozen times. They're like, we can do it, we can't do it, and they're like, okay, let's try to figure out something else. And then we start developing something else, and then they're like, oh no, we can do it. And we're like, are you sure? And they're like, no. And so we literally went back and forth a dozen times, and maybe not literally, but it was constantly very annoying.
But it was
confirmed. We can do it.
And I'm happy that we don't have to break this new tradition.
Right, we started this tradition. And anyways, we're gonna keep it going. Pedro Cortez, love the cotton and stretch version options. So with the Elephant denim, it's heavyweight. And some people, cool, 100% cotton, that's the way I want to go. And I would say that if you're like me and getting a little bit older, you start to appreciate that comfort a little bit more. But you don't want your jeans to be like, hey, some people want their jeans to be super stretchy. I think, 2% stretch of the Elephant, it's enough stretch that it's comfortable. And it's not, number one, it's not active right away, right? It takes a little bit of wear to get those elastic fibers to become more stretchy. It'll activate more after wash, and then you'll really start to feel it. But you still have that heft, and then it just has that little bit of stretch that moves with you when you need it. So I think it's a good balance of heavyweight and stretch. The Moore. Isn't there another Grandrelle coming that has a rainbow weft? We have one that's coming with a multicolored weft, but it's not Grandrelle. This is actually a different style of yarn. And that's this jean right here. This is the Japan Heritage Kasuri. And you can see that, hold on a second. You can see that there's something going on here, right? You can see there's some colors happening here. Dark indigo on the outside, a little bit of color showing through the front face of the fabric. And that's because on the inside of the denim, the weft side, we used a Kasuri dyed yarn. And this is a yarn that's been dyed in sections. So instead of twisting multiple colors of yarns together to make a colored yarn, this is a single strand of yarn that is dyed in many, many different colors. So you can see beautiful gradation throughout the entire strand of the yarn instead of one yarn having multiple kind of colors throughout the entire length. So this is, this is basically the yarn. And you can see here that you have, hopefully you can see it. You can, I think you can see it. Maybe I need a darker background or a lighter background. But yeah, definitely not. Okay, it's from far. It seems like you can see it here, but you can see, you've got red, and then that turns into kind of like a white, and then blue, and then green, and then yellow. So you can see here, it's great. It looks weird. There's a little bit better, but you can see it's one single strand of yarn that has many, many different colors throughout. And so the way that they do this is, and if I can line it up right, I can show it to you. Gotta find it here. Maybe is that the section? Yeah, that looks like it is. So you can see here, I got two strands. So they have the yarns basically like laid out flat, and then they'll go over each section vertically. So they'll have the yarns laid out horizontally, and then vertically they will dye this yarn. So you can see here it's blue, and then you have that orange, yellow here, and you have the white, and then you have the blue, and then you have the red, and then you have the yellow again, and then you have the red. You can see here it's all kind of the same. Anyways, it depends on how they've laid it out, but so they'll lay out the yarn, and then they'll dye it each section at a time. So you get one yarn with different colors throughout the entire strand, and that's how you create this denim. It's interesting because, like, it seems like it's a very much the same thing that's happening between the Grandrelle and a something like this. Like, you see that it's gradient tones, but actually they're not done the same way, and they're quite different in terms of like the way that they look. So that's and that's. So there you have it. Two really, really interesting weft options coming out this fall. Now, both of them are also going to be available in denim jacket. So you can, that's another way, like, like a lot of people that you might have, some jeans that you may not be able to, have another pair of jeans because you're wearing some. Jean jacket's another option that you can go. So, and
especially jean jackets with like a different weft, like non-white weft, it makes it interesting because like you can just kind of see it, like, when you have it open. Yeah, I like that subtleness of that.
Yeah. Jesus Christ is in the house.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Jesus loves you.
Jesus loves you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Jesus. Price on these. Reese is gonna double check. But
one moment.
Yeah. Uno momento, por favor. Un moment, s'il vous plaît. How do you say that in Japanese? Chotomate kudasai. They always said he'd be back. I never believed them. You should. You know what? Jesus, we've missed you. Thank you for, donning us with your presence.
Okay, so Japan Heritage Kasuri will be $272 US retail.
Okay.
Elephant 11 is $214 US.
$214 on the Elephant 11, $272 on the Japan Heritage Kasuri. Okay. Pedro Cortez, is there a Jeanaholics Anonymous? You know what? You don't need to be anonymous. We're proud.
This is Jeanaholics.
This is our weekly get together. We keep each other in check. We talk about our denim obsessions.
Yeah. We don't discourage each other from
being... But we do encourage each other to make proper and reasonable denim purchase decisions. So there you have it. We
certainly discourage people from going broke over jeans.
Don't go broke over jeans. Buy your jeans responsibly. Wear them responsibly. consume this live stream responsibly. Don't operate heavy machinery while you're watching this. Don't want to distract from you and cause an accident.
You can listen to it though.
Be safe always. And yeah, and sometimes put rumors out into the world like Jello soaking your jeans.
Who are we to say it's false?
It's not. It's true. Everybody, spread this on the internet.
I mean, Jesus is with us, so.
Jesus, what do you say? Do you approve? You let us know. All right. You guys are rad. Love the brand. Well, we love you too, Phil Thomas. We love you too. Cut to the guy watching the live stream while on a forklift.
Do
not do that. You're gonna end up. It's gonna be a Michael Scott situation in the warehouse.
Or Dwight Schrute.
Or Dwight Schrute. Dwight Schrute with the
both did
forklift.
that.
Yeah. Catch you on the flippity flip, guys. I was able to resist the last sale by practicing the 12 steps. But there you have it. Raleigh Brian writes, Jesus likely wears elephant denim year round. Well, tell us, Jesus, what do you wear? What are you wearing? What jeans are you wearing now? Naked Famous Denim live streams plus forklift equals OSHA violation.
Oh yeah,
definitely. Be safe. I encourage safety. Gonna end up with some accidental fades over a forklift like that. Yes, or an accidental fatality. This is not Mortal Kombat. That's the only acceptable place for fatalities. Double flawless fatalities, in fact. Always the best. All right. We've got more previews. Oh, we got the jacket.
Oh, yeah, it's here.
Le jacket. Philip Edzak. I bought my sister and my girlfriend denim jackets since I couldn't just buy another for myself. But there's another way to enjoy raw denim. Gifting it and then watching your friend or family or whomever fade the jeans. So Risa was talking about, having that color kind of showing through. So there you have it. Like, this is the Japan Heritage Kasuri jacket. And you know what? I would say that, especially if you got into the ecru denim this summer, like a dark indigo jacket is a great way to match it up. Because like the contrast, I think, really makes things work here in denim jacket land. Of course, like you can go full on denim tuxedo, no question about that. But a contrast is a great way to enjoy these a little bit more. If you're uncomfortable with the all denim on denim, then the contrast is the way to go. But yeah, you've got that nice color on the inside, a nice pop of rainbow action happening there. Well, there you have it. That is the Japan Heritage Kasuri jacket. We also have.
Oh right. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. This is the Scratchy and Sniffy.
I forgot what this leather patch is, but this is really nice actually.
Veg tan.
Was it?
Yeah. No. It's just not the super thick one.
Oh, it's like a lightweight version.
It's a lighter weight one. Yeah.
Texture's nice. Scratch-N-Sniff Hiba scented jeans.
Yes. So in Japan. Yeah.
Hot Sauce.
Number one.
A lot of office reference in this.
Yeah. I love Hidetoshi. What's his last name? Forget. Hasegawa.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hidetoshi Hasegawa. You gotta love The Office. Anyways, in Japan, Hiba scents are quite, I'm trying to say, right now there's a lot of Hiba scented items kind of in being promoted, and Hiba scent is this kind of foresty, woody smell. It's often associated with Japanese onsen. And so we decided that we got to do this. We got to incorporate this scent somehow. It's very iconically Japanese, and we've done a bunch of different Scratch-N-Sniffs before. We actually did an evergreen scent before, but this is a little bit different and dark indigo on the outside. I wish you could smell it, but when you get a chance to smell it, it is a beautiful, calming scent.
Yeah.
Like you can get Hiba scented like candles and oils. Like we have like room spray like Hiba scent. Like I love this smell. It is such a relaxing smell. And anyways, it is now here for you to enjoy in denim form. It is made by basically infusing little perfume micro capsules into the fabric. So it's like sprayed onto the fabric and then baked in. And then when you scratch the fabric or abrade the fabric, the little capsules break and then they release the scent. So eventually it'll wear off. But I mean, it does hold for quite a while.
Yeah.
Even after wash.
Yeah. And it's like the parts that you're going to scratch a lot or like gets like a abrasion a lot.
Yeah.
The parts that fades probably run out of smell like pretty quickly. But like there are parts in jeans that don't
less,
get fade, don't get attached so much. So those parts will have the... And it's just even when you like hold it, even without scratching,
you can smell it.
You would
like,
smell it.
If you work at like any of our like retail partners or even like Tate and Yoko, like when you open the box of these, like boom, it's gonna hit you. Like you will smell it right away. Or like when you open your package, like if you ordered these online or whatever, you get them, you open that bag, like you'll get the smell right away. It's pretty neat.
But this is what I like about this one specifically is because it's such a nice smell and it's not like very strong, you know. It's very natural and it's subtle. And so in the past, like with the raspberry and mint, it's like mint is not like offensive, but it's like raspberry is very raspberry.
Yeah,
it's kind of
like
fun,
candy.
but
and,
but this one's grown up.
Yeah. Jordan Green writes, "What's the scent again?" Hiba wood.
Yeah.
So it's like a Japanese cypress tree.
Yeah.
Decibels. Is the smell infused into the warp, the weft, or both? It's on the warp side, so the exterior. Yeah. Just on the warp. Basically, it's done once the fabric is woven.
Right. So it's on the fabric. Yeah, it's not really on the yarn.
The scent is
on that outer layer.
Embedded into the outer layer. That's it. Smell fades. LOL. That describes my old underwear. Farron Farrow. All right.
Okay.
All right, we'll go with that. Cypress trees sound incredible. They are similar to hinoki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very similar smell, but I think Hiba is like promoted at very, popular right now because I think maybe that smell is a little bit little bit stronger from Hiba or something like that.
Right. Just making sure the color is good. I think it was a little overexposed.
I think.
Okay. Wait, we're still looking good, right, everybody? Anyways, sorry, I interrupted and I messed up with the color a little bit. I think we're okay.
Yeah.
Redwood weft, take my money. Well, I don't have it here, but we do have a Japanese tree bark dye coming for the fall as well. So save your money, Mr. Cathedral Ring, because we do have a tree dye coming up in the fall. Joining after another annoying all-day internet power outage. Oh yeah, I heard Canada.
Canada.
Somebody explained, because I only saw the headline. One of my friends on IG, they said all the cell phones were down in Canada, but I also think it extended to internet.
Interesting. Japan had that from one major cell phone provider last week or something.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I wonder what's going on. Anyways, let us know. Let us know what's going on there. Bayzed, what size jacket were you wearing? Medium. I pretty much wear medium in everything. Sometimes I can, if I want to wear it loose, I'll go into a large, but I'm mostly a medium. Dixie writes, Rogers ISP went down nationwide. So Rogers is, for those people who aren't in Canada, they're the largest, I think, telecom company in the country, cable, internet, cell phones. So they pretty much do it all. Interesting. Interac was shut down as well, and that's paying with your debit card. That's pretty big. Yeah. Pretty big. Yeah.
What happened?
Who knows? Somebody made an oopsie.
Oh.
Somebody made an oopsie somewhere.
Okay.
And
well, that happens.
what
but-
happens? Brainstorm. Someone at Rogers tripped on a cable and cut off Canadians from the rest of the internet. It's exactly what happened.
Yeah. One cable.
Sipping a sip of coffee and whoa.
Homer Simpson type employee.
Yeah, 100%. So you know, all of Canada's internet is based off of one
cable.
single cable. So once that goes, it's over.
And it's right there in the middle of the room.
Phil Thomas, I love the new brand logo on the Aloha shirts. What inspired you guys to change it? I don't know. I don't have it here.
Yeah. But the new
shirt
one,
labels.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, it's great.
Yeah, it's like 1950s. Again, it's very pinup style again. A little bit more vintage inspired version of the Tragic Blonde. Yeah, we just thought we needed to have something more unique for the shirts. The shirt tag has kind of changed a few times over the years. In fact, here's a fun fact. In the early days of Naked Famous Denim, we only had one label, and it was on everything. It was like this little tiny, like small rectangular sized label, and it said Naked Famous Denim, and that was on the inside waistband of the jeans, and we used the same tag on the back of our shirts. And we sold to Barney's, and Barney's is buying a lot of our jeans. But they weren't buying a lot of our shirts. Maybe they'd buy one shirt or two shirts, but they really weren't buying a lot of our shirts. And they said that, you know, the problem is your shirt tags say denim, and people see a denim brand. And so we don't want to sell shirts from a denim brand. And it was weird. And we're like, okay, so what if we got rid of the word denim from our shirt labels? And they're like, oh yeah, that would work. So for a period of time, there's a bunch of Naked and Famous Denim shirts that on just the shirts, the tags don't say denim, and it just says Naked and Famous.
I've never seen that.
And so if you have one of these in your closet, you may not have even noticed it. But the current tag on the jeans are this longer one. They're a little bit more. They're a widescreen version of it. But if I find, I've got to have an older pair somewhere where it has this little tiny short one like this. But yeah, there was one point where
it's sewn in all four.
Yeah, all four sides. Yeah, and for some shirts it didn't have that little denim there at the bottom. See if you got it in your closet. See if you got one.
Yeah.
Shane LT88 writes, women's denim jackets or double extra small size for men's. I'd love to pick one up for my wife.
Yeah, so we basically kind of stopped making women's denim jackets because you could go we could go unisex. I've tried on men's jackets. It's just, it feels like what I would want, my woman's denim jacket would fit. So that's why I don't think we have any women's jackets other than the most recent ones are super oversized ones. So that's, if that's up your alley, that's great. Yeah. But if you just want a regular fitting denim jackets, then you can go with men's versions. We go down to extra small normally. Sometimes we make extra small.
Yeah.
Not so often.
Yeah, the double extra small and the extra small are cut a little bit more on the women's side of things. But it is a unisex jacket. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we basically make the double extra small only if it gets ordered. Mm-hmm. Not a lot of people are ordering in the double extra small.
Pre-ordered.
Yeah. So it's one of those weird things where our women's business is growing. It's not at the point where we can make everything. Mm-hmm. So we hear you. If the extra small or the small works, give those a shot. And I know that we need to do when we do the fit videos, we should cover. I think one video that we've talked about making. There's a lot of videos we talked about making. Is doing the women's guide to the men's fits. Yeah. And then we can show you how those can be worn because a lot of this stuff is very unisex. Mm-hmm. Farron Farrell, will my denim jacket bleed onto my natural seed jeans? Yeah. If it's an indigo denim jacket, you'll get some. But, to be fair, indigo is a pretty not sticky dye. Like, if it transfers onto other clothes, it washes right off. It's not going to, like, deeply penetrate into the yarns and stay there. So, it'll come right off. Phil Thomas, what's the last movie you both watched? Top Gun.
Well, after that we watched Minority Report.
Oh yeah, we watched Minority Report. That's true. I was in a Tom Cruise mood. So yeah, Minority Report. But yeah, I haven't sat down and watched a movie in a while. That being said, it is coming to that time.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Right.
we're gonna do a few things. First, if you haven't done so already, it's that time for me to ask. What's that Bernie Sanders meme? It's that time to ask you guys again for another donation. It's time for me to ask you guys once again to hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Press it gently or smash it, your choice, but don't break anything. And hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Also double check to make sure you are subscribed. Sometimes you are, just a follower and you get recommended all these videos all the time because you normally watch them, but you're not actually subscribed. But if you do subscribe, you make our subscriber count grow, and it makes me feel better about our channel. That's all. So do those things if you like. If you don't, we're still friends. Okay. I Wallen, have a physical altercation with the like button. Have a physical interaction with the like button. Just however way you want to handle this, your choice. Jordan Green, I am once again asking you to smash that like button. That's it. Yeah, have you ever seen that meme?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, we're going to recommend a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Movie recommendation time, then we got snack time. So, I've got a good one that Risa hasn't seen, so we're going to have to watch this together today. Now, I bought this set, the John Hughes 5 movie set. Would recommend. I think it's only like $20. You get a bunch of good movies. Ferris Bueller. You get Pretty in Pink. She's Having a Baby. Some Kind of Wonderful. This is a John Hughes set, and it doesn't have Breakfast Club. Interesting. Anyway, I already have Breakfast Club.
On purpose.
Definitely on purpose. And it doesn't have Home Alone 3. How could you? Everyone knows that that's the best one because it has terrorists in it. In a Home Alone movie. What were you thinking? Well, anyways, the reason why I'm recommending this set is because I have Planes, Trains, and Automobiles on here, starring everyone's favorite John Candy and Steve Martin. And we're about to go on a lot of planes, trains, and automobiles. We're going to be traveling the world. So I thought it would be a fun one. It's about, their hijinks of, getting around the world together. And anyways, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Mm-hmm. But
I can see how it could be fun.
It's a great classic 80s cheese. I think it was 1987. Classic guy. You definitely watched this a bunch of times growing up.
As me.
Yeah, growing up. Home Alone 3 does not have Macaulay. This is true, but it also has terrorists.
Yeah, terrorism was like a lot more. Sometimes like you see like plane hijacking, like documentary or like news bits from back in the days, and it was just like a little more casual, not like tragic.
Yeah, it was like
more like a funny thing. Like
it was just like today in the news, such and such was hijacked by these rebels.
It was such a
such a common casual occurrence back then.
I mean, thankfully, I'm sure for people involved, like it's traumatic. I'm not saying that it was funny, but it's just like
the way they handled it. Yeah. That said, luckily there's a lot less of that.
Yeah, there's almost none of that these days.
Yeah. Thankfully. Anyways, we're about to go on a lot of planes, trains, and automobiles. Wish us a safe journey, or a hilarious one. We're gonna enjoy this one today. John Candy, hilarious guy, Canadian guy. I remember when he died. Very tragic. I remember it was on the Toronto Sun newspaper, big cover. Miss him, Chris Farley. There's a lot of big men who we lost, big funny men. An 80s icon. We just thought movies. We thought just movies, but they were classics. Yeah, how many like 2000s era and like 2010s era classics do we have? We watched Top Gun the other day and we talked about it and we're like, that's going to be a movie that's going to be a classic, right? You watch it, you know it. That Top Gun Maverick, classic. We're going to be talking about that movie 20 years from now, 30 years from now. But like, what are the movies of the 2000s and the 2010s that are certified classics? To be fair, not a lot of movies get into that realm, right? Not very few movies get into that realm. A lot of these movies got into that realm. John Hughes is definitely a king of that.
Mm-hmm.
But James and Keating, Shrek. Yeah, Shrek, I guess.
Shrek is
in a way,
it's pretty it's not so outdated anymore.
John Candy films, Canadian Bacon, Uncle Buck. Yeah, that's right.
A lot of Tarantino movies in the 2000s.
Yeah,
probably. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good question. But anyways, planes, trains, and automobiles, and then for snack time, we found
unrelated.
Unrelated to all of this. Decibels, Avatar, absolutely not Avatar. Avatar is famous for being not a classic.
Yeah, but everybody knows Avatar.
Yeah.
And nobody's favorite movie is Avatar.
Nobody remembers Avatar. Nobody fondly remembers Avatar. Nobody remembers what the movie was about. They just remember that it was big and it was 3D and blue. That's it. I don't have any recollection of Avatar. There's no merchandising, right?
Aside from probably like Halloween.
No,
things.
I doubt you could even go into a Spirit Halloween and find an Avatar outfit. They don't even have
probably
that.
Not outfit, but like a body paint. That
just blue paint.
Avatar on it.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings trilogy, sure. I'll accept that.
Oh yeah. Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, yeah. So yeah, there's not a lot.
I don't know. 2000s, I feel like there was a lot.
I don't know.
You're gonna have to
think about that.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to think about that. Okay, we got a fun snack today. Another bag of chips here.
Crunch potato. It is supposed to be the hardest, crunchiest chips from Calbee. And Calbee makes like 90% of our chips here. So it's, it probably means that it's hardest in Japan.
Yeah.
A Japanese brand.
Right.
And it's supposed to be double hot chili flavored.
Double hot chili flavored.
Red
hardest
chili
crunch
and
potato chips.
Oh, not blue, but green chili. Red chili.
Red and green chili.
Green chili. Fun fact, we call green chili blue chili here.
Right. That's because the green light is also known as the blue light here. Mm-hmm. Very confusing if somebody tries to explain that to you, which light you should go on.
Yes.
Go on blue. Which one's blue? There's no blue. Okay. Jordan Green. The Last Airbender Avatar movie. That's also confusing because there was a movie called Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is like an anime. Yeah. Anyways,
has nothing to do.
Has nothing to do with the other Avatar.
Huh,
Zero things to do with it. Fun fact: Avatar for the Xbox 360 is a game. If you were into gamer scores back in the day, was a game that you can get your full 1,000-point gamers. You can get all the gamer points in that in like 15 minutes of playing the game. Yeah, I remember I used to have a Blockbuster video subscription where you could rent as many games as you wanted. Mm-hmm. Basically, you can go in, rent a game for as long as you want, like for a month. So you get a game, and then you bring it back and get a different game. Mm-hmm. And I had a Blockbuster just up the street from me in Montreal, where we used to live, our first apartment. And I remember I was on like a tear where I wanted to like get my gamer score as high as possible. So I was just renting all the easy games to get like super high gamer scores. So I remember going to the Blockbuster, renting that game, going home, doing all the challenges and then bringing it back within like 30 minutes and getting another game. And I was just on this like tear.
I wonder what those guys thought of you.
Yeah, they must have liked me. I was in that Blockbuster all the time. I loved that Blockbuster.
But what's the benefit of having high gamer?
Nothing. I can brag to my friends that I have a high gamer score.
You get like respect.
Yeah, mad respect. so much respect. But yeah, I want Blockbuster to come back. I want their. You know what would be cool if they went and did like some kind of hipster, like cool video rental store.
Yeah, I feel like people have tried that.
Or they do that. Like it's kind of neat. Just hey, $10 a month or whatever you charge us, right? Look for the people who own Blockbuster. Before we get into snack time, here's my advice: open up a location. There is still one location in like Portland, but what you should do is open up $9.99 or $15.99, whatever it is. Okay, a couple bucks a month, unlimited. But the difference is, you will have everything, right? Netflix, you don't have everything. There's so much when you try to search for something on Netflix, odds are it ain't there, right? And then you have all these different subscription services, blah blah. It's annoying. The Blockbuster's, there. You go in, you can look at all the covers. It's that fun experience, and I feel like people must like that experience. People are buying records and things like that. There's something about physical that people enjoy. You rent the movie, and you got all the movie snacks right there. You got the pop, you got the chips, you got the popcorn. You make the money on the pops, the chips, the popcorn, just like the movie theater does, right? You sell the subscription. Hey, we've 50 copies of the newest movie, and then at the end of the month when we don't need 50 copies, you sell them, like just the way they used to. Let's just do that again. I think we could get back into that. People want this, and I think people are so tired of like, hey, I have 9 subscription services and I still can't watch that movie, and then I have to like rent it on Google whatever, and then I have to watch it within a certain time. No, let me just go to the store. I got a pile of movies. Let's watch them. It's gonna be fun again.
There's also like a like having like on Netflix. I'm scrolling to see what's there, and it's just like it's not the same thing as going like this.
Yeah.
Or
having these discs on your coffee table at home. You're like, oh, I rented them. I gotta watch them now.
Yeah.
Whereas in Netflix, you're just like everything goes onto your list, and then you never watch it.
Yeah. Once it gets to list, you're like, okay. It's on the list.
It's on the list. I'll get to it eventually.
Yeah,
no.
But no, you have to return it so you can rent another one.
Yeah.
So that you're motivated.
Bring it back, Blockbuster. I will consult for you for free. I will do it for free. I will make you. I'm gonna Donald Trump this. I will make you great again. We can do it. Blockbuster, give me a call anytime. We will make this happen. Yeah. Electric Bamboo Glue too. Apple TV, I ordered movies for download, but a lot of B movies don't get listed. A lot of movies just aren't there. They're just not there. If you bought a new TV, 4K, OLED, all this stuff, you have a home theater system, like you get the best picture and the best sound from the disc, right? And if you bought the Ferrari, you got to put in the premium gas. It's just the way it works. If you have the OLED TV and you're streaming 4K, it's not the same as watching a 4K disc. It just isn't. And there you go. I know maybe a lot of people don't have 4K Blu-ray players, but if Blockbuster came back, surge in sales, huge. It'll be like this, just straight up line. I want to hear from you, Blockbuster. Let me know. Okay.
Okay, let's eat this snack.
Back to the crunchy chips.
All right. Oh, doesn't look like I thought it was gonna look like. It looks very regular.
It kind of smells a little bit like salt and vinegar. Not salt and vinegar, all dressed. It kind of gives me an all dressed kind of smell.
It has the tanginess.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the smell.
80% air in this bag, of course. Even though this bag was small, it's all air. Okay. I got the biggest chip I could find.
All right.
Anyways, you can see that there.
Yeah.
It's not particularly thick.
Yeah.
I've seen thicker chips.
Thick.
Crunchy though.
Very crunchy. But I feel like this is not the, like kettle chips kind of.
It's different from kettle.
Yeah, it's very artificially crunchy.
That's it. They did something.
starched this up or
Yeah.
something.
They starched this up. They're not spicy. Like spice level is
Point
yep,
one.
0.8 out of 10. Like the spice level here, a baby could eat.
Mm-hmm. This really, like, no spice.
There's no spice.
I don't even taste it.
A baby could eat this spice, no problem. Crunchiness,
It is crunchy.
it is there, but it does feel like it's not for any reason, but there's probably something on here. Like,
like artificial crunch. I don't like it.
I mean, they're not terrible chips.
No, it's fine. It's fine as chips, but
on a scale of 1 to 10, this is like a 6.4 as a chip. They're not bad. Like if they're there, you'll eat them. I'm never gonna be like, that's the one I want.
Yeah. And taste also, I feel like they could have done better. For some reason they put like chicken wings on here.
Yeah.
It does not taste like chicken wings.
No.
It's not spicy, even though it says double.
Yeah,
Hot
two
chili.
kinds of chilies. I mean, it is true on the crunch. It just doesn't come through with the rest of my expectations. I expected some more spice than this. But yeah.
A little bit more flavor.
And also, just for people, maybe you've heard me talk about this before, in Japan, anything that's double is branded as W. So if it's like double the flavor, double the whatever, it's always W. Like, you buy dish soap 2 times the power, W times the power. Because 2 U's is 2 times.
No, because W
Yeah.
is very similar sounding to double in Japanese.
Yeah.
And I honestly, until you brought this up, like, maybe a few years ago, I did not know that English-speaking people don't get this reference because I never thought about it.
Yeah.
It's just so ingrained in my brain that it does mean double.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I did not get the reference. I always thought it was funny that they put everything's W power. I'm like, what the heck is W power? Like, I don't know what that is, W power.
yeah.
And so it's Japanese English for sure. KW, I got so confused when I saw W on a McDonald's menu. Yeah.
And it's everywhere.
A W Big Mac. You're
Yeah,
like, what is a
it's so
W Big
common.
Mac? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's if you ever go to Japan, that's the mystery.
Yeah. Michael Udall, this is the last question. Are there any updates on the milk glass mugs? No updates yet, but
No, because I think we kind of forgot to make the design.
Yeah, we got to confirm the designs basically.
Yeah.
Like it's not a canceled project or anything like that. It's just there's nothing to update you on. It's just we got to confirm all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to leave it there. Thank you everybody for joining us for another live stream here from Japan. It's our last live stream from Japan for a bit.
Yeah,
because next week we're going to be tuning in live from Montreal, Canada, La Belle Provence. We're going to be showing off Spring Summer 23. We're going to have Garrett. We're going to have Brandon, maybe. We'll see. If maybe. I don't know where he's going to be. He might be in there. Risa, it's going to be a party. We're going to have a special guest. We're going to show off probably some JoJo stuff. I think we're going to have some True Guy. It's going to be...
next week is the one you don't want to miss.
You don't want to miss next week. Going to be jam-packed. Whatever plans you got, cancel them. You want to be here for the live stream. We're going to be super jet-lagged, but we're going to be hanging out with you anyways. Doesn't matter. We're excited. We hope you're excited too. We will see you guys then. Have a wonderful weekend. Somebody's like, True Guy. Yeah, tune in next week, bro. We're going to show you what we got coming up. New fit. We'll see you guys soon. Be safe. Watch some fun movies. Have a good weekend. And we'll see you guys real soon.
Yeah,
all right.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.